Here's something about to shock your mind.
Start it.
And we're back. We're here. Welcome back to Chris and His Love. Woo, woo. Here we are getting ready to talk to you guys about something. I don't know what yet. She came up with the subject this week, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be funny. Maybe. Maybe not. Nobody knows.
Who's? I said,
Are you scout saluting? What's going on here?
no, I was trying to say, here's hoping. And I said, who's? And then I was like, what was I going to say?
Over here sounding like an owl.
Because the beginning word was not correct. I was like, oh no, where'd I go? I just railed my own chooch.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's fun.
Anyway, we're having some good weeks. We're getting ready to start on a new adventure and all kinds of fun jazz. So we're just preparing. Woo-woo.
It's true.
Andy Hoozles. And spring is sprung.
I
Grass
know.
is popping. Flowers are popping.
Yes, and you have
Man, I got a lot of yard
you
work
got
to do.
the allergies as well.
I do. I do have the allergies.
Me too, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Sometimes I get a little sneezy, and then my eyes get a little bit.
You know, I never used to have allergies as a kid, but man, getting old sucks.
It's because we're getting old.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, a couple of years ago, cottonwood started popping off and I started getting itchy eyes, and then there I was.
And there you were. Well, that's a fun topic.
Is it?
Allergies. Yeah. No.
That's how you know we're getting old. That's,
How's
that's
the
what we
weather?
talk about.
How's the weather? Have you heard about them new allergies?
Anyway.
Just got them.
So what's
I
that?
also didn't have allergies.
No,
No. I was allergic to milk,
I was not.
but not like stomach issues.
could drink like a-
stop breathing issues.
Gallon a day when I was a kid.
I just don't understand like why you would
But
drink.
you didn't enjoy it. It didn't.
No, I was
It
raised
wasn't
on
good
so
for your body.
No.
Like, and
It
I
is.
would here's something about to shock your mind.
Okay.
I used to pound cereal when I was a kid.
I think every teenage kid did.
Not teenage. Teenage, I was over it.
Oh. My
But
brother
as-
never got over pounding a bag of malto meal cereal
But as like
as
a
a snack.
kid, like elementary school,
Yeah.
loved it. And it had to have the right ratio of milk to cereal. But
Do you use cereal then milk or milk then cereal?
cereal then milk,
Yes.
you weirdo.
Nah.
That's not even a question.
Don't say you're a weirdo, because there are some people that milk first, and I'm like, you murder people on the weekends. I'm sure of it.
They're weirdos and they need to let their freak flag fly. It's okay. Right?
How do
But
you know if you're getting the right ratio? Unless you don't want them soggy, so you just have a bowl and you just toss
No.
a kid in,
No.
and then eat it, and then you toss another kid and eat it.
You pour it and then it starts whoop, and then it floats and you're good.
No, I'm saying if you milk first, and you like frosted mini wheats. And
Oh
so,
yeah. And then they soak them up and then it's like a fruit gusher but better. It's a milk gusher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, my thought was that would make sense if somebody doesn't want their frosted mini wheats to get squishy. They would just do their bowl of milk.
They
and
just
then they
like their
toss in
mouth
one-
full of cuts.
No, they just toss it in until it's ready,
Until
and
it's
then
like,
they eat it,
boing,
and then they toss in another one. So maybe they just do like one. They're just like high dive, little baby.
That just like makes my brain hurt.
It's
Or
you know how slow they would eat though.
yeah, I had places to be. I had things to play and places to be.
Yeah, well,
But yeah,
it's the cold cereal. There is something. I understand that it's just grains and sugar, and it's you know, you get the same thing in like cake or cookies or whatever. I could not sit down and eat like a full, like a box of cookies or the whole cake or something. But like
But you can sit and eat a Costco muffin, which is
a breakfast cake.
a large cupcake.
Yes. But sometimes it takes
I mean, it is a cake.
two efforts. But what I'm saying is, like, as a teenager, man, I could put down some cereal. It was like you could just eat cereal and it never filled you up.
So here's the thing.
And I understand it's just sugar and flour, but like there is some kind of hold
I'm going to tell you something.
cereal has over
Hopefully you don't
everything.
look at me in a different light after this.
Never, unless it's better. And we made myself puke a little. I love you.
So cereal, when I was a kid, loved it. Teenager, done with it.
Right.
But I did get on a kick for a while of a Snickers and a Mountain Dew for breakfast.
I feel
Like
like
full sugar.
I feel like both of your
Conceal, don't feel.
both of your grandfathers had like raging diabetes, and maybe that should have
No.
been. I thought both of them had like diabetes and etc.
Biological grandfathers, no.
Oh, so there was nothing in there to be like, don't do that. That's bad. He was like, look
One
at
of them
everybody.
didn't get it until he was in his 50s,
Okay.
60s,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was, he developed it later in life like everybody does.
I would like to make fun of you, but I can't.
Why? Because you were on Twix and Dr. Pepper? What?
No. Oh, whatchamacallit and a Surge.
Oh, Coke family. That's right. Bunch
No,
of
we're a
weirdos.
Pepsi family. But
Surge is a Coke product.
okay, but Surge was what was at the store down right across the street from school.
You mean to tell me they didn't have Mountain Dew? The better of the two?
No, I've never really enjoyed grapefruit sodas.
It's not grapefruit. It's citrus.
It's all of the citruses.
Yeah. It's
But I
delish.
hate like citrus sodas. Of all the citrus sodas, Mountain Dew I can handle. I don't like Sprite. I don't like 7-Up unless it's cranberry 7-Up or cherry 7-Up, but then it tastes like
Yeah, I don't like
cherry.
lemon lime.
I
all.
really don't like citrus sodas. Orange, okay, that's a citrus soda, but like not the clear.
Yeah, I don't care for orange either. The only citrus soda that I really like is the bubble water grapefruit.
Oh, the pomelo grapefruit.
Right. Where it's not even like super sweet. I just really like bubbles.
It's not
and a
even
little bit
sweet at all. It's
little
just
bit of flavor.
essence. Yeah.
But
No.
Yeah.
And I understand Surge was a very similar flavor. But
Yeah.
it was like from what I remember, from what I can recall
you bought
in
the
my
hype
mind.
marketing, didn't you?
No, it kind of tasted like Mountain Dew. But
Nah.
yeah, it tastes like Mountain Dew, but like greener, like neoner. I don't know how to explain that flavor.
That's how you know it's healthy. It tastes more green.
It tastes more neon green. It was kind of Mountain Dewy, but
Worse. I know. I get it.
no. But man, Surge, that in like the 25-cent 5-pack of gum. What was that? Wrigley's Double Mint?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
25 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
But I really enjoy. I really enjoy. I really like Twitchamacallits.
Twitchamacallits? What's a Twitchamacallit?
Or I was super into Starbursts because I could make Starbursts.
You were just into the
necklaces?
craft afterwards.
I would buy Starbursts and be like, "Can you eat these, please? I need the papers." And I would. That was back in the 90s. So I had I wore Starburst necklaces, like chokers.
Stylish.
I know. And I would make them for other people.
And popular.
You have to use like a safety
Did they
net to
actually
hold it
like
together.
take them? Like, did they want them?
Yeah, people asked for me to make them.
Oh,
Or like bubble gum because they're silver. So we'd use the Wrigley's double mint.
was it
Are
Wrigley?
those two different brands? Am I just putting
Double
two
mint gum? No, Wrigley's.
It's
Wrigley.
Wrigley's double mint?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. My brain
but I
is
thought
attached.
those were white paper. Maybe they are
No, they're
foil.
silver papers.
Foil.
White on the inside. Any hoot. So we would go down to this little shop across the street before school or after school or whatever. And it had a big fish tank in it.
Like the
When I
one
was in
just down
middle
from your
school.
mom and dad's house? So you're talking middle school.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when it was like in high school it was like Sobe.
Yeah, Sobe
or
was big.
Snapple. My big one was strawberry
Or
kiwi.
Arizona tea.
Yeah, it was big, but I really enjoyed the strawberry kiwi. And cup noodle.
Honestly, I mean, I guess I kind of do like fruity or some type, like citrus-y type drinks. But definitely only like grapefruit soda. But I did get on the Sobe bag for a while. And then the Arizona green tea with honey. Love that. And then I found the Arizona Energy,
Oh.
which is like it doesn't taste like an energy drink. Like it just
Did it just have like extra green tea extract?
no, it was a completely different flavor.
Oh.
But or I don't know exactly what was in it, but it was yellow and it tasted yellow.
Did it really?
I don't know.
When did you drink those? In high school?
Yeah. A lot.
I don't even know that I was like
For $1.
I don't even know that I was aware of energy drinks in high school.
But that's
We had
that's
coffee.
the only like energy thing that I remember ever seeing. I'm like, oh, let's try this.
I mean,
And
like
it was
other
delish.
Volt and
Right.
Surge.
Jolt.
Oh, Jolt. Volt. Voltage.
Right. The big thing
Jolt
for
and
us was
Surge.
like
And what's the other one? Oh,
the
sorry.
Jolt because it was supposed to be like so much more caffeine
It's not
than
the cola one. I thought Jolt was cola.
I don't know. But it was supposed to
Surge
be
was citrus? Or no?
No,
Or were they
I
both
think-
citrus?
I don't remember. All I remember is the fact that it was hyped as more caffeine or like double caffeine than Mountain Dew or something like that.
Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Now, this is not what I always ate. It's just like your
Just every day.
hanging out thing. No, I did go get a pack of gum almost every day, though.
That's a lot of chewing.
Yeah, I shared with my friends.
Wow, you chewed when you were in middle school. It's weird.
Yeah.
When you dip, we dip, you dip.
Yeah. When, when there's gum.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Funny.
that's so weird. Like, just all the things we had when we were little. Your favorite cereal? My favorite cereal was Grape Nuts.
So I had
really enjoyed
different favorite cereals for the different moods.
No, that is true.
So
Your everyday.
every day was Frosted Mini Wheats.
Okay, Grape Nuts.
Every day.
If you got to splurge on a cereal.
But if I was feeling healthy,
Oh, if you
but if I was feeling healthy,
Oh, of course.
I liked Honey Bunches of Oats
Yeah.
and Raisin Bran. I love me some Raisin Bran,
Okay.
but you don't like raisins, so that was
No, but I enjoyed Raisin Bran growing up.
what?
And yeah, but somewhere along the way I started hating raisins. And I love the bran part of Raisin Bran. And I would pick out all of the grapes and give them to my brothers.
Raisins, you mean?
What'd I say?
Grapes.
Yeah, well, geriatric grapes. I would pick them out and I would give them to my brothers and I would just eat the bran flakes. Oh, I love the bran flakes. Continue.
Yeah, no, it's got to have the raisins.
Okay, well, we could get raisin bran and I could just give you my raisins.
No, I'm good.
Is it too big of like a ratio? It messes with the ratio.
No, I'm not big into raisins anymore.
Same.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not big into cereal at all anymore.
I really like cereal.
I think
Don't eat a lot
the
of cereal,
only,
but I really
only
like it.
cereal that I've eaten that I've enjoyed, or ate that I've enjoyed, or however you want to say it, was a granola that you had. And I only had a little bit of it. And it's way better in yogurt than it is in milk.
Okay. Was it the peanut butter one?
I don't know. I
like
don't
the peanut
remember.
butter one, I think.
But yeah, I don't know. Liquidy things I'm not a super fan of because I'm not a fan of
Yeah,
liquidy soups either. I don't know what it is. I used to love cereal. Nah.
Do you just get messy now?
Maybe. But I
You
don't
got
like
tired of dripping on your clothes or something?
maybe,
your beard.
but I've almost never liked liquidy soups.
Did you have your cereal really thick?
Oh, I made it like
Porridge?
well, no,
Grits?
no, I did not let it sit and get soggy. That's nasty.
No, I'm not saying get nasty. Just like it would be barely wet and you're eating it crunchy.
No.
Okay.
Crunchy, yes, but also a spoonful of milk in the bottom.
Only a spoonful of milk on the bottom?
No, in your bite.
Of each spoon.
In your bite, yeah.
I thought you were saying when you got to the bottom of it, there was only a spoonful of milk left.
No.
Like, that was
No,
it.
no, there's a cup of milk left by the time I got done. Because I did not let it sit there long enough to, like, soak in.
So your guilty pleasure cereal was Frosted Mini Wheats.
It's not a guilty pleasure. I wasn't ashamed by it.
No.
I loved it.
No, yeah, I know you were just saying if you were feeling healthy, Honey Bunches of Oats. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
the same sugar content.
Well, yeah, it's just
But
it
if your
tasted
mom was like,
healthier.
go nuts, you can have whatever cereal you want. You were like, Frosted Mini Wheats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about Smacks?
Golden Smacks loved them.
Goldens? They're just Golden Smacks?
Yeah. I think they used to be Smacks, and then they went to Golden Smacks, and it depends on whether you got Multo-Meal or you got the
Kellogg brand or
whatever.
We usually got the satchel of cereal.
Well, you had two boys in the house that would
Yeah.
eat half a satchel at a time.
My brother Ben would eat the entire bag. And he'd be like, what? I'm not even full. This was just my after school snack. And he was rail thin. So thin. And he was just like, he would go to town
Yeah.
on some cereal. I really want cereal now. It sounds delish.
Guess I'm going to the store after this.
No. I do have a little bit of granola. I've tried to find the strawberry Greek yogurt, and they didn't have it. They had raspberry, and I said, meh, I'm on a strawberry Greek yogurt.
Well, I can get you some strawberry yogurt and put some feta in it. That'll be the same, right?
Yes. Very tangy. Very similar. No, thank you.
What do you mean?
I
make for you.
I saw this thing on TikTok where you could take your Greek yogurt if you take it plain and then you mix it with sugar-free Jell-O and then it's flavored. And I did that with a butterscotch one on half of the yogurt and I didn't enjoy that. I don't like the tangy butterscotch.
The tang with the butterscotch
I
would
don't
not be a good
like that.
mix.
So then it took me a very long time to want to try a yogurt. It was plain and I ran out of honey. And so I was like, well, what am I going to put on this? So I waited for a while and then I was like, oh, I'm going to get some new yogurts. And so I got
What about peanut butter? Or
tangy
sun
peanut butter.
But would the peanut butter part like overpower the twang?
Of like the plain yogurt. I don't know. I'm sure it would be fine. And I completely forgot that we have maple syrup. But I finally got some more Jello baguettes, some pudding packets.
Oh,
Guess what?
huh. You got
The
butterscotch?
nope, the yogurt is bad.
Oh, good.
So I
Fantastic.
was like, oh, shoot, I waited too long. I do that a lot. I have a lemon pudding in the thing because
Huh.
I add lemon
Which would have been
cakes.
good with the twang.
Yes, but it
Yep.
just wasn't what I wanted. And so I was like, I'm just going to wait until I figure out what I want.
Well, you
I don't want to
also
waste it.
like, oh, it's my special thing, and then never use it until it's bad, or until I use it, and then you're like, where's my thing?
I forget about it for a very long time. I'm afraid to use something up because then what if I don't have it again?
Well, then you never have
Like,
it
it's
in
my
the first
special
place
thing.
because
No,
you don't
I am-
actually use it.
I'm aware of that,
Oh, okay.
honey.
Well,
I still have a candy bar from when our cruise on 2019
uh-huh.
when we
You
went
do?
to we went to one of them was Dominican Republic and we went to like a chocolate factory, not a factory, business, and it was a woman-owned chocolate business, and we got to do like experience all the whole process, and it was fantastic.
It was essentially a factory.
And so I bought chocolate at their tiny, tiny, tiny what is it?
Store?
Yeah, but what kind?
Chocolate?
No, what's it called? Gift shop? Yes.
Yeah.
Like it was so small and adorable. And I ate all of the chocolate over like the next year because I was like, I'm not gonna eat it all. I want to save it. I ate all except for one bar, and I only bought like a couple, but I savored it. But I never did anything with that last bar until like 2 months ago. And I was like, you know what? Just enjoy things.
Let's
Alethea.
just paint a
enjoy it.
picture here for people. The year is 2024. We went on that cruise at the end of 2019.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I finally talked myself into
Talk yourself into eating chocolate that you bought to eat.
Yeah, I just didn't
How,
want to
how does that even like compute? Like you bought it to consume.
I know.
But then again, I don't understand because like I'm like as soon as I get it, I'm eating it.
It was an experience, and it's an experience which when I see it, it reminds me of something. And I think part of it is that I'm afraid that if I eat it, one, it's not going to be there anymore for me to enjoy, which isn't great because when I finally get to that thing, usually it's not good anymore, or it's dry, or it's, I don't know, something. But there's just a fear that once it's gone, it's like gone forever. We could go back to the Dominican Republic. We could go on the same like tour. We could do all the things. Like it's not even that like we could do those things. There's just, what if it's gone? And then it's gone, and then I don't.
Then
have
at least
that
you had
special
a
thing.
good experience in the first place instead of a rotting experience.
Yeah, well, and that's why I talked myself into eating it a couple months ago. I was like, just enjoy it. You know when chocolate goes gray, and then it's no longer good.
I don't know when chocolate goes gray. It's never around that long around me.
I should have enjoyed that chocolate bar a lot sooner.
Oh yeah. One of these days you'll listen to me about that.
I know. I don't want to like finish the experience.
Well, it finished for you.
I know. It was not great. It was. It did not have anything in there for shelf life. It was fully intact. Like nothing ate it. It was just.
It was only like 4.5 years ago.
It was, when chocolate gets really, really old and it goes gray and it starts to crumble.
Oh, you
That
just
was
made
it.
yourself hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Powdered hot chocolate.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be better at that.
Uh-huh.
But okay, so here's my question.
Oh, now we get to the question.
Here's my question. If all living things
Okay.
on the earth
Uh-huh.
were the same size,
Okay.
insect to biggest whale or whatnot,
Well, there wouldn't be a biggest if they're all the same size.
right? But
Okay.
in our minds, like insect, smallest insect, amoeba
Uh-huh.
to biggest whale, they were all the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think would win in a fight?
Well, it depends on if it's a land fight or a water fight.
Uh-huh.
Because a whale's going to do nothing on land, no matter what size it is.
That is true. It doesn't all of a sudden have the capability to
like,
walk
walk.
around.
Right.
Correct?
Or fin slap somebody. Mm-hmm. So I would assume that it would depend on where the battle would be fought.
Okay.
But even
Land.
at that, huh?
Let's just say land.
I
What's
would
winning?
probably either still a lion or a bear. That would be my thought. Just for the simple razor sharp claws and teeth and stuff. However, let's just scale up some of these things, right?
Okay.
If we're scaling up a bombardier beetle, there's going to be no fur left on said bear or
Yes.
lion.
That's what I'm saying.
So therefore, I mean,
Right,
It
because
could-
some
it
of them
could
have
be a
fire
toss-up.
from their rear ends. And if they're all the size of like a VW bus, that's a lot of fire.
that is a lot of fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's like straight up Taco Bell.
Yes. But then I was thinking, I was like, obviously, people are going to go. I imagined that you would go like lion,
Uh-huh.
right? Because it's the king of the beasts. And then I'm like, okay, but what is small that if it got the same size would just demolish? And I was like, bacteria?
Ant.
An ant. Oh, imagine an ant being the size of a bear.
Right.
And then it can lift, what, 150 times its weight?
It's something
And
crazy.
it's just piling up bears in a pyramid, just like, okay, well, I'm very excited
Right.
to finally get to eat you.
We look like the buff ants off of ants, right? Just brrr.
Yeah. Can you imagine? He's like, oh, I have always wanted to take one of these watermelons and just, I've only ever gotten a bite at a time.
right?
And just eating watermelons like grapes. It's like, these are really good, guys.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Or like an amoeba, some
Uh-huh.
kind of parasite.
Amoebic dysentery.
Yeah, something. And it's the size of a bear.
The world would know
And
what
it's
the
just
Oregon
like-
Trail was all about.
Gooping everywhere. Like
Gross.
blubber.
Gross.
Well, it's an amoeba. It doesn't
But you
have
don't
any
need to
form.
talk about
Just,
gooping everywhere.
just,
Good grief.
it's like, what is the blob? Scary
Yes.
movie, The Blob.
Uh-huh.
It's just gooping everywhere. Just
Some people call that movie scary. Some people just say it was a movie.
okay. Well, it was scary to me. That's hurtful to just throw in a jab like that. That's fine
It
though.
wasn't a jab. I was just saying it was a movie.
Oh, that was so loud. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Great. Grand.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, but like spiders, not great. The size of a bear.
No.
And if a bear is the size of an ant, less scary.
It is.
You know? Okay, so water.
Uh-huh.
Of the animals that we know of,
Uh-huh.
which one is winning in the water if they're all the same size?
Probably an anglerfish
You think?
with its piranha teeth and its light and its front its eyeballs.
You don't think it's like a sea urchin? Just
Maybe, I don't know.
out there stabbing and paralyzing people?
Maybe. But we're most likely not people.
I mean,
Most likely Other fish.
anthropomorphized beings, fishes, water creatures.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Can you imagine a starfish the size of a blue whale? It's
What?
just out there like, and his little teeth are.
What if it were like a crab picked up a sea urchin and then chucked it at another fish?
What if they
Like
do
it
that
was-
now?
Maybe. I don't know.
There's big crabs.
Yeah. Or lobsters.
They're playing like death ball down in the bottom of the water.
Right? But they're crusty, so maybe they don't get affected by it
Yeah.
because they have a hard shell.
I was just like, sharks are scary, but a shark is already big,
Right.
you know? Like, not big like a blue whale, but big.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is small that would be scary? Big.
Those see-through shrimp.
Yeah. Anything see through.
Right.
And it's the size of V-Dub bus.
Right.
Can you imagine just everybody's out looking for humpback whales on a tour? You're like, oh, look, I can see through it.
Right.
No, thank you. And how even scarier, you could just like jump in the water and think you're alone
And not see it.
Ah,
Right.
that is more, I love that.
How are you going to like getting into the lake this week?
Sir, stop. No, I don't. That's not in my brain. That's not in my brain. We're going to think about frogs.
Oh.
Giant frogs. That wouldn't be
Giant
great
frogs?
either.
Nope. Have warts all over the place.
What's not good for frogs?
Yeah, they pee on you.
They don't. That's not where warts come
I
from.
think that's a wives' tale thing.
No, that's toads.
Same.
No.
Frogs, toads are all same.
No, frogs will kill you.
What?
You don't like it.
Not all frogs.
Oh, I thought they were poisonous on their skins.
No, I don't think all frogs.
They all carry something. Maybe salmonella. Like
Flies.
turtles.
Flies in their mouth.
Like turtles, they have salmonella on their
Salmonella, huh?
on their little crunch wrap bodies.
It's not a crunch wrap body. It's a soup bowl body.
It's,
It's soup. It comes with its own bowl.
it's lettuce wrapped.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's crunchy.
Noodle soup.
Turtle soup. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
What animal do you think that you could fight without a weapon? Like, what's the biggest animal you think
Well, I
you
could fight any of them.
Okay, and win.
Oh, I
Clear,
see.
fight and win. What's the biggest animal you think that you could fight and win without any weapons?
If they're all the same size?
No, just now, normal size,
Just
as
now.
is in real life.
I don't know.
I was like, I think a cat.
Yeah. A domesticated house cat? A kitten?
I think if like a dog were just a wolf, you know, I'd be like, no, there's no way.
But even
What do I
dogs
have?
are like
Kicking?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If something wanted to attack me, I'd just like, well,
Honestly,
That was a big toy.
humans are a bunch of nothing without tools when it comes to animals.
we're just like, blow him up.
Yeah.
Like, let me
But-
get my stick. Oh, wait, I'm not allowed to use tools. Oh, wait, nope, can't use tools.
Right.
I'm going to kick you.
Yeah, which makes it all the more crazy that one guy just like went up and clocked that kangaroo.
What?
Yeah, the kangaroo was attacking his dog,
Really?
and a guy just walked up and clocked it right in the face.
Kangaroos are like
Yeah.
the boxers of the animal world.
Oh, yeah, and they're buff.
They are ripped. Have
Yeah.
you seen a kangaroo? I was like, that's weird looking.
Yeah, no.
It's like a dude in an animal body, just like, oh, and you're like, that's weird.
Yeah, no, he walked up and just smacked it right in the nose, and it dropped the dog.
Oh my goodness. And it didn't hit him back?
Uh-uh.
He like just bounced away.
No, he just kind of stood there.
I was like, oh, I have never had that happen. What do I do now? Wait, are you in charge now? Or
Right. So, yeah. But no, probably nothing big. I mean, You could do something, you could try things, but I mean, dogs can be pretty gnarly.
Right.
So
Right. I
probably
was
not
like,
much.
what's about a dog size that I could take down? I was like, a sheep?
Yeah.
I could maybe, unless it
Yeah.
tries to ram me, and then, well, that's not.
And then you're like, wee.
I'm like, this is battering ram. Sheep is so squishy. Yeah, definitely not a boy version of any animal.
Right.
Because they're just, they do a lot of headbutting, and I just don't run too good. I think
No,
maybe
you're
I
like a
could-
fainting
I
goat.
am very much a fainting goat. I probably not a goat. I think maybe a lamb. A sheep, maybe a lady sheep.
If they're angry,
Oh man, see that's the thing. I
Right.
don't know.
like if they're in attack mode,
Probably not.
right?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I might have a crazy upper right cut, hook, jab. So
Yes, all of those.
maybe, maybe I have a chance against a sheep.
You have one of those. Which one? Nobody knows. Not even you.
I don't know what it's called, but I probably have a good one. Yeah, I mean, if a chicken's mean, that's not good.
Oh,
Peck
peck
an
your
eye.
eye out.
I know.
Right?
I once had to my father's uncle Tom had a pecan orchard,
Uh-huh.
and I went to visit one time with my aunt, and his wife, I don't remember her name. She I don't know if she was bored with me or if she thought it was funny. She said, "Okay, so we need a chicken for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you some salt. If you can sprinkle salt on their tail, then you can catch a chicken."
Uh-huh.
So I was out there with a salt shaker just chasing chickens for over an hour.
Uh-huh.
And it finally dawned on me that if I'm able to catch a chicken, it's probably because it's dead. That's the only way I'm able to shake salt on it. And so, of course, that's the only way I'm going to be able to catch it. It's only happening at the same time. It's not. I thought it tamed it.
Ah.
If you sprinkle salt on it, it was just like docile. Like, oh, I don't like that, and it went
Oh.
docile.
Yeah.
That's not why. But I did spend a long time chasing the chicken with some salt.
Nah, that wasn't her just like getting you out of the house and keeping you occupied. No way.
It was a fun experience, like how
Uh-huh.
you take your kids snipe hunting because you went
Exactly.
snipe hunting.
Uh-huh.
I need a scary mask for snipe hunting this summer. I think the kids were old enough to go snipe hunting.
No, they're not. If they're not big enough to handle some photos on some windows, they're definitely not able to handle that.
I scared my niece and nephew for April Fools. They're playing this Fortnite game that has like Scary Baby in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my niece has asked before, I want to watch a scary movie, and her parents are like, obviously age appropriate, but like you're gonna have to go to your aunt and uncle's house for that. And the last time they were here, she was like, I want to watch a scary movie. And I was like, you don't want to, you're not ready yet. And our nephew was like, yeah, I think it'd be cool, just not like too scary. So I was like, oh, okay, they're ready, right? They want scary. And so and then I heard that they were playing this like Fortnite Scary Baby game. And I was like, oh, okay, great. So I said to my sister-in-law, I was like, hey, we should get some scary like heads and put them in their windows and in the room and stuff, so scare them for one last like April Fool's scare. And she was like, look them up. So I did, and I found that Scary Baby.
Uh-huh.
And so I printed out a picture of that for each of them. And then a guy with like his head on upside, like his head was fine, but like his mouth was here and his eyes were here and nose was upside down. It was just weird looking.
Uh-huh.
And then like a guy, like a mask that was kind of, I don't know, sinewy and like drooping a little.
Uh-huh.
And the other one, I don't remember the other one. Oh, and then a guy like peering around the corner, but just like this part of his face. So like you put it against something so it looks like he's looking. I put those up. My niece, who was really, really excited and like begging to watch a scary movie, she did not like it. So, and then my nephew was like, "Wait, is that in my room too?" And I was like, "What?" Yes. So, I scared them, and
Long story short,
they
both
watched
were weenies.
Bluey. No,
Yes.
they did not enjoy it.
They were weenies.
Now they say it's funny, but they
They could not handle life for a couple days.
they did not. They watched Bluey and spent like the night on the couch in the living room, not alone in their bedrooms. So my bad, babes. But also not sorry. And so I was like, "Oh, it's almost time for snipe hunting." And he's like, "No, you can't. They can snipe hunt. They just can't snipe hunt."
Then
with
we're
a
not.
scary mask."
Then we're not camping with them. We'll scare them and then leave.
No.
Yep.
Not this year.
Okay, then they're not scared.
Not this year. No. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to hear them be sad all night. So
Nope. Don't.
I know. So we'll have to wait till next year. Snipe hunting was like once you learned what was happening, you're like, oh, you got me. So then the next year, we went snipe hunting, and then the next year, we went snipe hunting again, but like the younger kids got to come, and so the older kids were like in on the joke. But what we didn't know is that one of the adults had a scary mask, and so once they like got the kids and the kids went to bed, then the scary mask came out. When we were like walking around, like we're just exploring because we're the older kids and we're allowed to stay up later.
It's super cool.
And then rah! And we're like, yeah. So that was fun.
Just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very similar. Perfect rendition.
Perfect. Like a screaming goat.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was a good talk.
I feel like
Talk about breakfast and some other things.
yeah. One of his coworkers said, "Hey, we saw your thing." Also, they love me. Thank you guys. Love you too. Adorbs. His wife and I are like practically twins.
Practically.
You know, we both
Practically perfect.
start our name with A and end our name with A, and we're both adorable. And what else was the same?
I don't know.
I don't know. There was something else. I was very excited. I was like, oh my gosh, we're like twins. So, hey there, girl. Anyway, and so I was like, how would we even describe? Like, hey, you got a podcast? And somebody else was like, you got a podcast? And I'm like, he goes, I got a couple, which is true. We have Chris and his Bible, which is our recap for church on Sunday. And then we have this one where we just hang out, and it's a scheduled time for us to sit and talk. And
To bump gums.
I don't like that. That makes
What?
me feel yucky inside.
Why?
Bump gum. Because in my head, there's a picture of just people without teeth just
Would you rather say to chew fat?
headbutting. No.
All right.
I don't like that either. No, chit chat. We can just say chit chat. Chit chat is a nice one. Chit chat.
Chit chat.
What's another word for chit chat that's nothing disgusting?
I don't know.
Talk. First it is gab. Anywho, we don't need to enter thesaurus mode. And I was like, how would you describe it? It's just like a
Chatting.
podcast about nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Seinfeld.
It is Seinfeld.
It's a podcast about nothing. Anywho, well, that was the end of that story. So
If you like our chit chat, chewing fat, bumping gums,
No, stop it.
go ahead and hit the like button and maybe subscribe. Come back again and see us again. We love to hear from you. Tell us your thoughts on what your favorite cereal is, or maybe your fun favorite drink that you had from childhood. What is wrong
I'm
with
just
you?
really concerned you're going to say one of the gross things right before we sign off.
Which,
And the
which
last
gross-
sound is going
which
to be
gross
me
thing?
going, "Bleh."
Which gross thing?
Nothing. None of them.
That kind of sounds like the Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Anyway, comment down below,
Yeah.
and we would love to hear from you guys, and we will talk to you later.
For sure.
Bye.